Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel on this ridiculously hot day. So yes, you can hear the fans in the background. You're probably going to be hearing them in all of my videos that are going to be uploaded. So yeah, with the music in the background you might not notice it that much, but once the actual reaction starts and the volume of the episode is obviously going to be turned down, then you might notice the fan. But you know, that might be a good thing because it means that the audio might be harder for copyright systems to detect. Now, today is the 6th, and yesterday 2 new anime started that, in my opinion, seem to have a lot of people excited. One is Dr. Stone and the other is Fire Force. Now, I don't know anything about either anime. Let me just preface what I'm about to say with that statement. I know that Dr. Stone is basically everybody's been turned to stone and he's trying to reverse that. And I know that Fire Force is the fire department doesn't so much fight fires with water guns as they are actually fighting fire demons. And I'm not being funny, of those two premises, Fire Force definitely has my attention more so than Dr. Stone. And when I watched the trailer for both of them, I immediately liked the look of Fire Force. Now, many people have been asking me if I'm going to watch Dr. Stone. I did mention it in some video somewhere that I was interested in checking it out purely because so many other people are saying it's really good. I am not sure yet if I'm going to watch Dr. Stone because I am going to watch Fire Force, and I hope that I don't regret that decision. But I think Fire Force looks like it's going to be really good. That's obviously the one I'm going to be checking out right now. I might leave Dr. Stone until it's got 2 episodes and then I'll watch them both next week, or I might watch it later on. I'm not planning on prioritizing it. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow and see what I think about it. I might do a reaction, but not guarantee I'm going to do the rest of the show. I know DeeBeeGeek is really hyped for it, and he keeps pumping it up every chance he gets, but I don't know, it's one of those anime that everybody keeps telling me that it's the best thing ever, and everything I've seen about it it doesn't look like it, you know? Doesn't mean it won't become that, and I suppose if you've read the manga you know what's coming, so I'm not saying I'll never watch it. It's just my own current thoughts on it are not quite as lofty as everybody else's is. So we're going to check out Fire Force today. And if you're here on Patreon, you're going to obviously see this first. If you're watching this on YouTube, then fingers crossed you're seeing it later in the day. That's my current plan. It might end up being the following day just because I, try to get everything organized, but hopefully they'll both come out relatively at the same time. And if you're on Patreon, there will also be One Punch Man coming out later today. And if you're not on the Patreon over on YouTube, feel free to go and check it out. The link will be in the description below. Especially One Punch Man, they're very far ahead of YouTube because I think YouTube currently has 1 episode because they just haven't been here long enough to edit the damn things down. But Patreon is pretty much up to date with One Punch Man, so with that said, let's dive into this and see if it's going to be something I continue with, because I think it will be. 3, 2, 1, go. Solar year 198. Okay. In Tokyo, Kitaku. Like a firework? It's a very... Okay. Hello! Oh, okay. Fire Force! This looks very steampunky. So I don't actually know when this is set. Obviously it just said Solar Year 198. That doesn't really mean anything to me. Whoa, what just happened? What the hell? What? But that started from his mouth. Yep, I wanted demons. Demons have arrived. Let me turn this down. Oh, that's a oh! Oh! So that's still like a person. Fire Force has arrived! Oh, I like the way they're dressed. They're kind of like a cross between like a religious order and what firefighters wear / wore. So they're trying to nullify him so they can get close enough. Whoa! I like the way she's got like a witch's hat on. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, the animation, man! Look at that! That's cool! Or hot in this case. How did he do that? So has he got, fire powers himself? Okay, so he's gonna be like the rookie, 3rd generation fire soldier. Okay. Episode 1, Maid enlists. So they're like regular people in inverted commas, and he's got like this fire power. Okay. Okay. Opening time. Oh, I really like this opening. Both the visuals and the music. Damn! Okay, so they're going to be taking on more than just tiny little things on a train, apparently. Special fire. Cathedral 8. Okay, so... Yep, I was spot on in my whole half fire force, half religious order. Why is it upside down? Because he's upside down. Okay. Oh, okay, so his face isn't creepy. It's literally what happens. He's trying to force the smile out of him. There we go. Well, that explains it, I suppose. Oh, okay, well that kind of changes my opinion now. So whenever he's grinning, he's actually, like, not that happy or anxious. Well, so he's obviously going to be his biggest fan during all of this, clearly. Hello? That was a rapid change. Thank you. I hope she's not going to be like that, or if she is, at least you will keep karate chopping her. Okay, so he clearly didn't like that idea either. What? Maybe with the clipboard's gonna lose it at this rate. Okay. This could be a very interesting group of people. Oh, so it is literally spontaneous human combustion. Okay. Whoa. I feel like we've just walked into Mob Psycho. It almost feels like this could be a tokusatsu show, I'm not gonna lie. This feels like it could easily be, you know, Kamen Rider, Sentai. I think there even was a fire rescue force thing. It's quite funny, really. Oh, that's even worse, because he was... Yeah. Oh, damn. So, definitely that's a problem then. So, I'm guessing he killed his mum and his brother. By accident, I imagine, since he was a kid. They all have, like, very striking eyes, I'm just gonna say. Like, they've all got ridiculously... Oh no, unpowered as well. Interesting. They've all got, like, really darkly colored eyes. Second generation pyrokinetic. Okay, so he has powers too. Ah, look at that. Special armored fire engine. The Matchbox. City does look really cool. I really like this world. Like what we've seen of it so far. Oh, so they've got yellow stripes. Okay, so the stripes might be to do with which house they are. Okay. Yes. Armed with this special cape. You look like you're doing a Kamen Rider pose, specifically V1. Ah. He's having flashbacks. That's less than helpful. Those luminous blue stripes are actually pretty useful. Oh, they do properly light up. That's not stylistic. Okay. So, it'd be a lot easier to find each other through all the smoke, I reckon, as well. So the sister has a mask, but the rest of them don't. Okay. Damn, okay, yep. She definitely can control fire. He didn't start the fire! His mum was possessed, but I bet everybody blamed him because he's a pyrokinetic. Yeah. Oh, what? There was something there. Hell yeah, there was. Okay. So we have a storyline of what's going to be going on for him then. Oh, something other than his mum. Okay. Okay, so that's obviously what they're there to try and get rid of. But they seem to have very good control over fire, though. Can it just affect anyone? Or is it only pyrokinetics that can have this happen to them, I wonder? Oh, it is actually a machine gun! I thought it was going to be some sort of water gun. I'm so lost, but enjoying it. It's just like, I can't tell who's doing what. Damn, she looks so cool like that. Like, the designs of the Infernals are pretty good so far. Damn, man. The fire in this looks so terrifying. Like, it's exactly how an actual fire looks, in all honesty. It always annoys me when they, like, films, they never quite get it right. Okay. So, he's pretty similar to her then. Flippin' heck. I know fire cancels out fire, but even so, they could literally be the same thing. I'm sorry, there's got to be more to this. God, the animation in this, I really like it. Rider kick! I was gonna say, compared to the rest of you, he's definitely got a lot of firepower. Excusing the pun. Oh, that suddenly went from hype to emotional very quickly, didn't it? I like the way his memories are sort of intersecting with what's going on. I quite like that. He does look really young compared to everybody else though, which I know is the point because he's new, but even so. I'm guessing the blonde girl is the sister, but who's everybody? Okay. Who is everybody else? That's what I was going to say. Fire. Oh! What the hell? Is this like her past that we're seeing? I'm very confused but intrigued. Or it's definitely her we were seeing then, because now it's cut to her now. But that's just weird, man. So her entire nunnery got... What? That's just blown my mind. Alright. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was the first episode of Fire Force. And, yeah, I'm not regretting watching that. I really, really enjoyed that. That was cool. It was hype. It managed to work in some backstory, some character information, and a couple of emotional moments, in all honesty, and it didn't detract from the action sequences. I mean, I'll be honest, if that's how it wants to do its storytelling majority of the time, I'm down for that. I would much prefer that kind of way of delivering character information and exposition than having a dedicated episode where they just kind of sit around a table and swap stories. That doesn't mean that that won't happen. It doesn't mean that there won't be episodes that are entirely just hype fight scenes, because I would imagine that's what they're going to do. But I felt like that was actually kind of different in the way that a lot of the anime we've been watching lately tends to deliver what it is that they want the audience to either experience or know. And I kind of like that, I'm not going to lie. So, the main character, whose name I don't remember, I think is it Shinra or Shinjo? It's Shinra, I think. Yeah, Shinra. Which feels like that's like a bad guy name from something else, but I can't quite remember what. But anyway, Shinra seems like he's going to be a very interesting character. He's got that problem where, you know, if he gets nervous, he does this, and it looks creepy as all hell. Or he just, it depends on what situation he's doing it in. It either looks creepy, arrogant, or it looks a little bit like he's enjoying what he does, like in the wrong sort of way, like I get to kill people. I love it! You know what I mean? It's that kind of, oh, you really shouldn't be grinning here, I don't think. But he's not doing it on purpose, and it's not real. It's a reflex action for some unbeknownst reason. I mean, let's be honest, if this was My Hero Academia, he'd be perfect to replace All Might, because he smiles in the most dangerous of situations by complete, you know, by a subconscious reflex. So, he'd be great in that circumstance. But in this circumstance, it seems like everything's a little bit more grounded. Yes, the firefighters are clearly celebrated as heroes because of what it is that they do, and they clearly are very good at it and they're successful. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there are still going to be plenty of times when sometimes it gets away from them, there's going to be lots of damage, and they're an organization just like the real fire department, so there's going to be rules to follow and all that jazz. So I'm sure that's going to come into it later on. Right now, this is kind of just like the introduction to the city, the world, what they do, how they do it, and why they do it. And I kind of like the idea that they are both the solution to the immediate problem, but they're also supposed to be trying to work on long-term solutions. Why does this happen? Now that I don't even want to make any theories about, because there's not enough information in that first episode for me to really put any thoughts together, because my first question would be, did pyrokinetics start being part of normal society after Infernals? Were they before Infernals, or in this world have people with pyrokinetic abilities or other abilities of that nature part of the norm? Because I originally thought that people being pyrokinetic might be because they're in the Fire Force. However, he's a third generation Shinra, which means this has been going on for quite a few number of years. And when the woman died and the sister was talking to her husband, instead of saying something that we might say, she said that she is going to join the Great Flame. And that makes me think that the idea that fire is important to this world's culture and religion is there, and that pyrokinetics might be part of normal society. They're nothing out of the ordinary, they've always been there, and maybe fire itself is a much more revered and important element, I suppose is the best way of putting it, if you get what I mean. Instead of having like our religions, they've got this like fire-based religion, and it's so prevalent because there are pyrokinetics that the idea of saying that, you know, your loved one has gone to the Great Flame beyond is what you say. So be very interesting to learn more about the world, about its past, and what else is going on in the background. Like I said, the design of the city itself, at first I was like, oh, that's very, very like steampunk almost. Are we not in modern day? But then the more we saw of it, the more I was like, no, it is kind of modern day. It's not quite modern day. It's definitely not trying to be this world. It's clearly its own thing, which is why I want to learn more about it now. I want to know what sort of tech they have, what their religion is, how it all comes together in like the rules with the politics, and you know, how did this all come about in the first place. I would assume that sort of information is going to come eventually with time. Maybe it won't. Maybe that's the sort of information I'm going to have to go find out on my own in the future, depending on what the anime decides to reveal. If you are somebody who has read this manga, which I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation, Enen no Shubutai, is that it? Is that kind of close to it? But I'm guessing that you guys probably know a lot more about this, so I'm going to ask that you don't tell me anything, even if at this point in the books that people do know more. Because the thing is just because the anime has left out information that was in this point in the books doesn't mean that the anime won't tell you more soon. Sometimes they change the order of things, sometimes they decide to give you information in different places, and sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But I know that some anime I've watched, people have given me information because it's been in the light novels, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then the anime reveals it like 3 episodes later because of the way they're telling the story, and it kind of annoys me when, as this used to happen a lot on Overlord, when I would say stuff based on the information I know in the anime, and people would constantly correct me and say I'm saying this wrong, or I've got the wrong name for this character. It was Ainz, and I was saying whatever his name was at the beginning of the show, whether it was Ainz or Momonga or whatever. But that was it. He hadn't actually christened himself as Ainz Al-Gun until like episode 3, I think, or somewhere around there in the first season, and everybody kept telling me I was saying his name wrong, and I wasn't saying his name wrong with the information that the anime had given us at the time. He hadn't actually changed his name yet to Lord Ainz. Ainz was the name of the guild. Ainz Al-Gun was the name of the guild. So it's just, I don't mind learning more information, but I kind of want to give the anime a chance to lay out all of the questions that I have itself, and then I can judge the anime itself on how much I enjoy it without having to go and find other sources myself or read your guys' amazing comments. But that said, I still want to know what you guys thought of the episode itself. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you're a manga reader, did it live up to your expectations? And if you're not a manga reader and like me, you're watching this for the first time and experiencing this for the first time, what were your thoughts? And yes, I'm going to ask this question. Should I be giving Dr. Stone more of a chance than I actually am? So I'll put that one out there as well, even though I would like the majority to be about Fire Force. Feel free to let me know if you guys think I should be checking out Dr. Stone as well. If I do, they will be the only two. I will not be doing anything else other than the ones I'm still trying to finish / catch up on. But what I mean is, I'm not going to be watching anything else that's currently airing. Shield Hero is now finished. I don't know where Dororo is because I'm really behind on Dororo. And I have no intention of picking up anything else. One Punch Man has either finished or is very close to finishing, so just these two is more than enough, and then I can start carrying on with my other shows. If you don't know, My Hero Academia Season 3 has been going on over on Patreon, and I will be carrying on with Hunter x Hunter very soon, so I'm not looking for more shows to watch, is what I'm trying to say. I'm more than happy to watch Fire Force because it's just one show. One show I can do, but I'm not going to be trying to watch 3 or 4 shows that are all airing at the same time. Again, even though I said I wasn't going to do that, they just kind of catch you off guard. You're in the middle of watching Shield Hero and Dororo, and Slime was still airing when they were on, and then One Punch Man suddenly comes out of nowhere, and suddenly you go, hang on a minute, I still haven't finished Slime. Mob Psycho 100 Season 2, One Punch Man Season 2, Dororo's still going. How did this happen? And oh yeah, and Shield Hero. Yeah, I'm not getting in that situation again. So, I thoroughly enjoyed Fire Force. I really, really, really liked that first episode. Probably not the best, but it's one of the better first episodes I've ever seen. Definitely makes me want to keep watching, so I'm going to do that. So I'll see you guys next week for the next episode of this, but hopefully guys, I will see you and speak to you all before then. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, as that really helps both the video and the channel. And that's about it for me guys. As always, my name is CycleGold, and I will see you in my next video. CycleGold, out!